We often rely on fleeting moments of financial inspiration, a motivational video, or a sudden burst of energy to change our lives. But inspiration only lights up a single moment. The accumulation of wealth requires the cold, unwavering repetition of discipline. History's most successful titans built their fortunes on a rigid behavioral protocol. This strict discipline shaped the mental habits of industrial giants like Andrew Carnegie. Their fortunes followed specific, methodical habits of thought and action that forced their circumstances to yield results. To adopt that same level of control, we are going to walk through the 7-day wealth identity reset. This is a practical transition. You are moving out of the passive state of hoping for money and into the active position of commanding it. Before we begin day 1, prepare the prerequisites. Get a physical notebook and a pen. Dedicate them solely to this process. For the next week, you must commit to an emotionless, strict adherence to this framework. Rely entirely on the structure, regardless of your feelings. Wealth responds to the specific behavioral frequency you emit each day. Hard work only scales what your daily habits have already established. The stakes for the next 7 days are high because we are going to reset that frequency. Day 1 focuses on unsubscribing from limiting thoughts. Throughout the day, when a thought of scarcity arises, such as, "I can't afford this," simply observe it, cross it out in your mind, and declare, "This is old thinking. I am no longer that person." Avoid the trap of using forced positivity to suppress your doubts. Instead, treat these scarcity thoughts like expired subscriptions. Cancel them without emotion and move forward. On day 2, treat your words as currency. Audit your speech for 24 hours. Replace complaints with statements like, "I am expanding my capacity to receive value." These linguistic deposits compound, dictating your energetic balance and building a foundation for future actions. On day 3, you act from the new identity. Filter every daily behavior through the lens of your future abundant self. Before making any decision, pause and ask, how would someone who feels abundant handle this? Reality obeys identity. You must build the internal architecture of wealth through your language and your posture before the physical cash arrives. Day 4 requires you to practice selective silence. You must completely halt any speech that leaks your energy. Stop complaining, stop indulging in self-pity, and stop explaining your goals to peers who do not support your growth. On day 5, you will eliminate 3 old behaviors. Open your notebook and physically write down 3 specific, small scarcity reflexes. This might be the habit of anxiously checking your bank balance multiple times a day, or spending money just to cure boredom. These 3 behaviors are microscopic betrayals of your real identity. Mark them permanently as eliminated in your notebook. Removing these siphons is a prerequisite for moving forward. Day 6 focuses on shifting one financial reflex into an intentional act. When you go to perform a common action, such as tapping your card to pay, force a mandatory 3-second pause before you execute it. Use this 3-second pause to issue an internal directive. Mentally declare that the money leaving your hand is simply making way for more to return to you in greater volume. Cutting out reactive reflexes and injecting intentional pauses shifts your position. You are moving from a victim of the economy into a deliberate commander of capital flow. On day 7, you build the reflection log. Open your notebook and comprehensively document every intentional, identity-aligned action you took over the past 6 days. Be specific with your entries. Note the moment you withheld a complaint about prices. Record the exact time you paid a bill with a feeling of gratitude for the service, rather than anxiety over the cost. This list serves as undeniable physical proof that you are successfully operating on a new frequency. Treat it as a record of your discipline. You have successfully aligned your actions with your new intent. Perform the final confirmation ritual by reviewing the completed list. Then, look at the specific actions you chose and state out loud, "This is who I am becoming." This meticulous recording is exactly how industrial empires are built. Henry Ford used self-observation to align daily operations with his vision. His fortune relied on the principle of rhythm, maintaining a steady cycle of documentation and self-correction until his consistency was unmatched. You have completed the 7-day wealth identity reset. Your filled notebook serves as tangible proof of your transition. You have documented your departure from a scarcity mindset. You are now someone who actively commands wealth. By completing this week, you have provided your subconscious with a track record of stability that it can finally trust. Keep this behavioral momentum going. Select just one ritual from the past week, such as the intentional pause before spending, and make it your permanent, non-negotiable baseline. The universe only responds to what is repeated. Your new operating system is installed. Start your repetition today.